Hello? 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 Hello there, Mr. Del Wilkinson. How are you?
I'm very, very fine, Michelle, and how are you?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. I got an echo going. Got an
Okay,
echo.
okay, I just shut it down.
Okay.
Uh, yep.
You're supposed to do that before.
Well, it didn't come up until it came up a little late, but here we are now.
See if some people come in. Come
Oh,
on in, peoples.
yep, hello, hello. Short notice, but here we are.
Okay. We'll see if anybody comes in. Maybe if they don't, we just don't do this.
We just won't. If they don't, we won't. I'm sure it'll maybe take them a little bit longer. There's somebody,
Hi, Change. How are
and
you?
there's change. Good to see you, change.
I'm going to have an open panel tonight, so I'm going to see if anybody wants to come on and chat. Tell me what they know, what they want to talk about, anything. You don't have to come on, but you are more than welcome. I'm just going to wait for some people to come in and then I'll drop the link. Um, I won't be able to go live for another week, so
It would be nice to hear from change.
it'd be nice to hear from anyone.
Yeah,
Of course, change.
yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that it's going to be another week before I'll be able to go live. I better do it while I can. See if we can have an open panel. See if people want to come on, talk about whatever they want to talk about, and you know, I think that would be something good to do. If uh, I don't have a program really scheduled, or anything. I just thought that I would come on here and see what people want to say.
Yeah. It'd be nice to have a round table and hear from some people we don't normally hear from that we see in the chat, but I like to hear views and opinions.
I've never joined a panel ever. I've considered, but haven't decided to yet. Kitchen go.
Well, now's a good time to decide.
It's at first it's a little bit, you know, you don't have to be shy. You just come on and
Yeah,
you know.
and just talk with us. We're just here chatting.
Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
Yeah. Good to
I just
see you, Cynthia.
just telling Change that I, I know when you said kitchen, I was like, okay, what's she must be in the kitchen. Um, no, I was just telling Cynthia. I'm gonna have an open panel tonight to see if people want to come on and join and talk about whatever they want to talk about. You know, instead of me taking over the whole show, let other people talk. Let people get a word in edgewise. Get some different opinions on here. Um, we'll see. We'll see if people come in, and it'll be another week before I can go live. So I figured that I might as well do it. I think it's always important to sit here and and talk
I
about
always
whatever.
like to hear from other people. Yeah.
Yeah. for sure. But let's see if people pile on in. This could be a 5-person chat. Sometimes they're some are better than others. Change says more stupidity of the Texas shooting. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, it just keeps on and on.
You're not kidding.
I've heard more versions of this event than any others I've looked at.
I think it's all done by design, though. I don't think
I
you
think
know
so too.
people. Some people say, "Oh, they just messed up."
No, I don't think.
All the news channels are reading the script. They're not. They're going by a script only, and so if it's a discrepancy, it's a discrepancy not because the news channel didn't get their information right. I think they're doing that to keep us
Uh,
busy
yes,
for
I think
distraction.
so too. I don't think they're making any mistakes and slipped up and said something they didn't intend to say.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
all just part of the operation.
you know I think it's for a division and controversy. I think it's for the police didn't do this on time. I think it's uh, get the timeline wrong. If anybody ever watched or looked at the Vegas shooting, they did the same thing. Um, they went back and forth, and
Yes,
it that was a 3 year uh, investigation. I mean, I don't think it was total 3 years, but pretty close of constant going back and forth with Vegas, and so people, I think they did that to make it. I also think they want. I really think. I was thinking earlier today also that, and I didn't even discuss that with you, Dub, but I was like thinking to myself that, why isn't none of these channels being struck? The truther channels. You know, people are posted left and right, and nobody's being struck. So I'm wondering if they're trying to get uh, information from the ones that can see right through this. Just curious.
they study what we say. Yes,
Well, I know
I
they do,
believe that.
but
Yeah.
I think that's what they're doing, to see what they. But I also think that they're trying to distract the truther community. So
Yes. Yes.
I think there's a different. I mean, that's just what I'm thinking. I'm not saying that it's for real or whatever, but I'm just it's just what's going through my head.
Well, and yeah, in Vegas, it was almost 3 years when they released the last of the body cams, and they just kept trickling them out. They, there was a
Well,
big,
they flooded them. I
yeah,
mean, because everybody was saying there's no camera, there's no videos, and everybody was screaming videos, and they finally just flooded it, and they just did that to, I think, for the same reason.
yes,
It didn't trick me. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't head diving into the body cams of Vegas, but once I knew they were fake, I just didn't. I didn't have a desire. I'm one of those people that likes to move on. I, you know, of course, you have a lot to prove, but yeah. Well, people aren't popping in, but if anybody wants to, yeah, the one thing change, yeah, change says then you need to be careful pointing out their flaws. Just let them hang themselves. They're not going to hang themselves. All they have to do nowadays is say that it happened. They don't even have to show anything. They just need to put it on the news. Oh my
yes,
gosh, yep, that's all they need to do, and then and people will believe it. They're not going to hang themselves because these psyops, these hoaxes are so uh poorly done I mean, like Danny was saying the other night, he said, you don't even have to. He goes, I once they post it, he already knows that it's fake, and that's where I'm at. I want to point it out so people can see, but if it hits the mainstream media, and this one has been exploited big time. This is like bigger than big. It's bigger than George Floyd. It's bigger than because yeah, it's all political. It's yeah, it's always going to the political side, and you know that kind of thing. So it's very political.
Yes, yes. I've seen videos from more different outlets that I've never heard of. So there's just an abundance of outlets that are producing videos.
Um, so yeah, so I think that yeah, I really think that now they got all the actors and actresses coming on and saying it's time, we all need to do come together and do something about this, because you got those people that watch television that they live by television, and they've got all their heroes that are from television and all their actors and actresses and everybody that's their idols. And so now these people are going to come on and say all the actresses, and see, that's just it. People don't realize they're actors and actresses.
Exactly.
That's what they do. That's what they're there to.
That's,
That's what they're put there to do.
yep.
I don't know if anybody's going to come in. We've got only two people, and I anybody want to join the panel and talk? Uh, Change already said that she's not going to do that. If Cynthia wants to come on, she's more than welcome. Um,
Surely.
but now we're down to three watching, so it's looking like I don't know if anybody wants to. Oh, there he is.
There's Danny.
There's Danny. Hi, Lisa. We got to say hello to Lisa first, and then
Yes, I
Danny.
haven't said hello to Lisa in quite some time. So
We're gonna do it in the beginning of the stream.
yes, hello, Lisa.
So Danny, what my plans are is to just have an open panel, let everybody talk about whatever they want to talk about, what's on their mind. Um, we'll have you know, a round table, as you could say, if you'd like. I just dropped the StreamYard link if you want to come on and join. Um, say what's on your mind. Um, I'm willing to sit back and listen. Can you believe that? She says hi, Dub.
All right, good show.
But I thought it would give everybody a chance to, you know, say what they
Yeah.
want to say and talk about what they want to talk about without me overbearing everything.
Well, between you and Danny, that's a pretty good race.
Danny, I won't say it here. People won't understand because it's a private joke. But Danny ho. And then I said it. See how I am.
Yep,
But
it it slipped out.
so yeah. So I hope people come in. You know, posting the link again if anybody wants to pop on in. So are we signed on the damn HWO treaty? I don't know. Is that a done deal, Dub?
I haven't heard anything at all about it. I think it's the final decision on it is November the 22nd. The the request and has been submitted to WHO, but I think they're making the final decision on November
How
22nd.
convenient. You know what November 22nd is?
Yes, I do.
It's the
Yeah.
11th month and it's the 22nd date. So 1 plus 2 is 3 and the other 1 plus 2 is 3. That would mean it would be 33. How about
Wow,
that one, guys?
what a coinkydink, huh? Yep.
Yeah, so on November 20 on the November 22nd is when and
Is
and it's also 2022. So, yeah, that's a good date.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Change says at Dub, we we have if signed on till then to revoke in November.
Uh,
5 months to revoke.
I was thinking it was uh November 22nd is when the WHO would say where yeah that was a go with them or not. That's what I was thinking. So we have until then to back out of it or withdraw our offer.
So Danny dropped a link and he tells me to start it. So you want me to start it at the 1 hour and 24 minute mark? Is that what you're saying, Danny? Alexis Lee. Well, how you doing? It's been a long time. Well, good to see you. Yes, I remember very much. I remember you very distinctly.
Hello,
Well, it's
Alexis.
good.
Good to
It's
see you.
yeah, it's very good to see you. It's been a long time. Um, so Danny wants me to play this link. So let me first let me go pull it up real quick.
Okay.
Um, so I'm probably going to echo here real quick. Um, Give me a minute. Trying to get there. I got it in time. All right. So let me get it.
Agree change and yeah, I think the Texas thing is going to be a distraction for some time yet. Seem to be because they keep
For example,
issuing new.
right?
Oh wow. End serve, huh?
InServe?
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Danny,
So
you getting hard up, man.
it's
Hello,
got.
Chuck. Good to see you here, man.
Hi, Chuck. We were going to have people come on the panel if they'd like to come on and say what they want to say. I'm sure you're probably busy, but yeah.
Love to have some people join us.
Oh, Turber joins. Oh, this got to be good. Uh,
Okay, yeah, our hero.
Let me see what I can do to share this.
All right, great. Good to have you on, Chuck.
Okay. Okay. Oh well. I'm gonna play this real quick, Chuck, and then Chuck said that he would come on for a bit. Give me a
That that'll
how
be
long?
great.
How long are we gonna be playing this, Danny? I'll just give you a lowdown on who these people are. When Vegas was when the Vegas shooting happened, I met a lot of people through the Vegas community. I spent like 2.5 years of my life every day, all day long. Everybody the same way. Everybody that was investigating the Vegas and trying to. That was my start of me opening my eyes. So it hasn't been very long, but these are major shills that I'm getting ready to play, and
Yes,
I hope I don't nobody has to. I hope it's not too boring or whatever. But this 5x5, his name is Turber, Mike Turber. He's
and
like
has
the
several other nicknames.
he had a big huge video at Vegas that made it to Fox News, and he's a major liar. They're all liars. They're the ones that to keep the narrative going type people, and very big trolls and shills. So anyway, I just want to see what this is all about.
Alive. Now, because they had bad data, or they, in my opinion, just didn't want to bust the door down and do anything. I mean, come on, all they needed was the janitor key. Come on. Because they didn't want to go in, their rules of engagement, ROI, is that they do not enter the building and don't let you enter it either. Now, if it was my kid, I'd plow through the cops. They'd be flying to the sides when they get in there, and I would have taken shots if needed, because I don't believe in a living mass shooter survival. I don't believe they assume they're going to survive, and I don't believe you should let them. Just kill them. And the thing is,
especially if you had a gun. Especially
yeah,
if you had a
exactly.
gun.
Oh, I wouldn't even need one. It's like, no, you can just glom onto them. One of the things we teach in Oregon, specifically Portland, is kids are taught to glom onto the attacker and bite and stab them with the pencil. I'm not kidding. They will. The little monster kids in this state, in this city of Portland, Oregon, will kill an attacker. They're taught to do that because they're taught not to wait for a cop.
Well, they're also taught many other things, because one of the little girls, a 10 year, this is just amazing. The 10-year-old, sorry about this, the people that have got sensitive, whatever, she covered herself in her friend's blood, and pretended to be dead, so the shooter thought she was dead. So
yeah, that's
so
something we teach in Oregon, in Portland schools, in the low income area. They're taught, if you see a gunman, throw things at him and attack him, and they're also told it's your life or his. Take it out. I'm sorry, you enter the hood in Portland, Oregon with a gun, you're going to be really messed up. The kids are not nice about it.
Okay, look, before Google Meet starts shutting us down, let's start moving it around. We've got on board 5x5 News. Hello, Mike Turber, 5x5 News from America, another America. What's up and shit? How are they hanging?
It's not America, it's America.
America, man. America.
Starts with an M.
America.
How you doing, man? How's everybody doing?
We're Americans. We're Americans down here.
I'm sure you've been in America. You got your finger on the pulse of what's going on down there, Texas?
No, I don't have my finger on the pulse, so I'm going to stick my finger up Mark's nose if he keeps that camera angle. I love it. The thing is just so you guys know, I'm not fully up to speed on this particular shooting. I've got a lot of the same information you guys have, but there's some behind the scenes situations that are going on that are similar to some of the beginning things that happened in Vegas. Oddly enough, and this is a small town. There is somebody that I know personally that's there now.
15,000 people population.
Yeah, I have like boots on the ground, so to speak. The FBI officer that's in charge on it, Christy. I'll be meeting with her apparently next week. The coalition that's ran by a guy that was in the Boston bombing that goes around to these situations will be there in about a week. So I'm going to try to coordinate with them to do a proposal that has been.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop it right there real quick. This guy 5x5 Mike Turber, he's a bull crapper. He's full of crap.
Full of it and full of it.
Yeah, and so he tries to make himself like he's so important and this and that. He's just nothing but a piece of trash. He's a liar. He's a I don't know. He's everything that I don't want to say on YouTube. But I don't know if we're gonna go on and on with this. But I'll listen to him for a few more minutes. I don't want to lose my audience because they don't know who this guy is probably. And
crossing my mind for a long time, and it's just something that I just haven't seen. But my background is I was a federally licensed firearms dealer. I owned World of Weapons. We put out a lot of firearms. We put out a lot of odd, strange weapons. I have only one of my weapons was ever used in a crime. I did get anytime a weapon is used in a crime, ATF will backtrack that weapon's purchase, and that goes through what's called the 4473, which is the form you fill out when you get a firearm. And it asks you a bunch of questions. It's like, have you ever been convicted of this or that or whatever, all this other kind of stuff. And and that was back when the Brady Bill just came into play. That was a 3-day wait. But each state can make its own rules.
Okay, I've had enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had enough of him.
His background is very different from what he just outlined. Very.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll let it go at that. Just very different.
Yeah, that's something for another day.
Yep.
That's kind of where I'm at. Thanks, Danny, for that. I'm going to drop this link again. If anybody wants to come on and share what they want to share, I would more than love to have anybody pop in. Please do. That would be totally 100% great.
Yep.
Anybody. Chuck said that he would come on. Danny, get your butt up here, please. You and Lisa come on. Just talk. I want to see what people have to say. That would be great.
Yeah, it'd be good to hear from Lisa if she can get a word in over Danny.
Oh, I bet she's the boss.
Yeah, truth be known, I bet so.
Danny's asking me if I need links. Well,
I'd rather basically just kind of chat among us.
That was I really didn't have a program planned except for to see what we all need to talk about. I really think that's kind of important to listen to what people have to say. Maybe it's not the best show in the world or anything, but I would really like to hear from other people than myself all the time. I hope I didn't scare Chuck away. But come on up, Danny. Darn it. What's up with that? Anybody's welcome. I'm not going to put anybody on here that I really don't know, but it would be great. Here's a Brian Schill link 4 days ago. He says, "Hold on a second, I got to get ready."
We'll get ready.
We'll go get ready.
Yeah.
Anybody else want to pop on in? I've dropped the link. Change says, "I'm gonna admit I've been slumming. Slumming only watched some of the Depp and uh, Turl trial for educational purposes. Yeah, I don't pay attention to any of that. It's
Yeah.
all
No.
it's all a distraction.
Yep.
None of
Total.
it's real. These people are put on the world stage to distract us. They're all actors. Anything that comes out of their mouth or anything that anybody's showing their real life. I'm not going to come on here and tell you my whole life story. Why are they? It's just because they're in the middle of the world stage. They're all liars, and I mean,
That's, I think, on the par of the Gabby Petito show.
it's just to me. Anybody that's an actor is see they're put on this earth to give us to program us. Okay,
Yes.
and
Good point.
anything on television is for programming reasons to distract and to program us. People live, eat, smell, everything they do is according to TV. Um, and, every day they live through the TV, through the television.
Yes.
And it's just a programming. And I'm not saying anything, you know, bad about you change at all. I mean, I'm just saying, so I don't, I used to. I used to watch different things, and that's before I started, really understanding what's going on. So,
Uh, Chuck, you have to have your.
oh, he knows how to do this.
Okay.
He knows how.
Yeah, he does. He was on
Yeah, well, he
just the
knows.
other
He
day.
knows what he's doing. he
Yeah.
he knows way better than I do. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna drop it again. Uh, Hi Rita, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you.
Yes. Good to see you, Rita.
Oh, did I do that again? I don't want to do that. I want to do that. That's what I was trying to do. Try that again. All right. I'm inviting people on the panel if they want to come up and talk about whatever they want. That would be great. Um, trying to get Chuck up here. Um, trying to get Danny up here. Trying to get any of you up here. That would be great. If anybody wants to come on the panel, um,
Love to hear from
just want to
everyone.
talk, that would be great. Have a little round table. Um, I, tell me what you're thinking about this or that or the other, or just talk. That would be totally what why we're on here. I'd love to have Chuck on my panel though.
Yeah, for sure.
He said he tried. I don't know what that means. I don't know if he's I don't know. There he is.
Can you hear me?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
we can
we
hear you.
can.
Welcome.
Why is it so hard for me to figure this out?
I don't know.
They do that on purpose, Chuck.
Man,
Well, it's because it's you. You know that, right?
it must be. I think
You're.
I deleted my main account trying to do that.
Oh no! Don't do that.
That would not be a good move.
Do not do that. If anybody doesn't know who Chuck Middleton is, he's very very awake. He's one of my probably the top people that I follow, that I've learned so much from him. He's
Quit making me blush.
oh stop.
I'm just a guy. Just a
Pretty
truck
much,
driver.
I'm just a truck driver. Yeah. Um, yeah, we're all ordinary people. Because if we were more than that, then we probably would be liars, right?
Yep, we're just regular people, and yeah, Chuck is well thought of in this
Um,
crowd.
I'm here probably 80%, maybe 85, maybe 90% of my my videos are from him. So
Right.
so what do you got to say, Chuck? I'd love to hear from
Where to start?
you. Well, the floor is yours. The floor is yours. Um, I'm kind of blushing myself because I feel very honored to have you on here. So I'm like, oh no,
How
I don't know
about
what to
a
say.
brief rundown of what you think about our latest headlining event?
Man, they have been doing it for so long. I don't know if you heard, I did a live stream the other night,
Yep.
but back in 2012, before censorship went wild, I remember a friend of mine sent me about the Boston bombing, and they had all the amputee crisis actors. You've heard of those, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were
I know.
all gathered in front, and this woman was going around and telling them what they need to do, this and that. And some of them had one arm, some of them had one leg. And then the next video was one of them was sitting in a wheelchair, and this woman was running around with a bucket of fake blood, dumping it all on them. And this was back when you could see stuff like this before they removed everything. But that was one of the first ones. The Boston bombing and the whole Handy Sook were the two that really opened my eyes to this stuff.
Right.
I started with 9/11, and then went to Boston, and then went to
Well, yeah, 9/11, of course, that was
and then
first.
went
But
to the first kindergarten school shooting, and then from there on to, and about that time is when Orlando happened, and so on and so forth. And here we are today.
Yeah, Vegas was the beginning for me, and so I have not. I was a baby truther up until like 2 years ago. The beginning for me, and so I have. Uh-oh, echoing.
I know I'm trying to see what channel. I don't think I'm on my main channel on here, am I?
You're on your it says Chuck Middleton 444.
See, that's not even one of my channels. I don't think, is it?
I know that because yeah, you don't have a Heaven Bound Trucker on there. You usually
I
have Chuck
couldn't figure.
Middleton HBT at 444, but that's
I'm gonna.
that's what your avatar says anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a hey in the chat on my phone and see what channel is this right here. Can you see the chat?
Yep.
Here we go.
It's your main channel.
Oh, I see that. Okay, I
Yeah.
can see the chat now.
But yeah, so I was a baby truther up until I was going through my stages up until a couple years ago, man, and then that just the whole Trump, and I was a very big Trump fan, but I was awake to Vegas and 9/11, and I was awake to different things, but it didn't all come together until I really knew exactly and understood who's actually in charge. And yeah, so everybody's already heard that story from me a billion times, but yeah, now everything is just, it's wide open in my eyes. I can see it all. Lots to learn, of course, but uh, yeah, and
Man,
you've been a big part of that. That's for sure.
my whole family, nobody will listen to anything I say. And when you talk about children supposedly dying, you can really piss people off, and they will think you're an absolute animal for even questioning the mainstream narrative.
Yes.
And they know this. And if I can say one thing, if I were the devil, if I were the God of this world, I would not change one thing. He is doing a bang up job. There's not one thing that he could do that would be better. Does that make sense?
Right, right. I'm trying to figure out who this drama troll is that says flat Earth destroys the truth movement. I I don't get that.
I've never seen them before.
Yeah. Um. So obviously you're not a flat earther, drama troll. Just
I just addressed him, and just so he will know, you may have to go get another one of your uh, accounts if you're gonna keep making that kind of comment around here.
yeah, we're not here for disruption. So if you're going to be a troll, then you can go be a troll somewhere else. I think.
Exactly.
Flat Earth exposes all of the lies that we've been told. That's the foundation, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Well, it's
Absolutely.
it's people say that it's not important. You know, I it is very important. Um, to know the depth of the deception and how far back it goes, and what it all truly means. And yeah, it's you know it's something for people to understand and realize. Um, you know who's really in charge, and that would be the good Lord above. So I just we're in a spiritual warfare, and it's very important for people to understand that. And
Absolutely.
flat Earth is it's it's very interesting, but it's very important. And
But can I say one thing? You
yeah,
guys,
Sure.
Dub and you guys do an awesome live stream. I appreciate it. I mean, when I'm driving a truck, it makes my 4 hour drive go by like nothing because I really enjoy listening to you guys. You guys do it good. I just wanted to say
oh
that.
well,
Uh,
thank you.
yeah, thank you much. I'm just riding shotgun from a shell.
No, I couldn't. Dub helps me out a lot. Dub's my best friend, and it's so much easier when you got somebody right next to you, and um, just to be there. Um, and he does a lot of research for me, and we talk back and forth for hours a day anyway, and we talk about everything. So but I appreciate that, Chuck. That's really nice of you,
Very
really kind
much,
of you.
yes.
It does mean a lot. People say they do. I mean, I wish I could reach a bigger audience. I don't want to be a huge channel or anything by any means. I just wish I could reach a bigger audience. Sometimes I end up cussing because I get so passionate, and I get so mad at myself because I kind of like lose my mind for a second, and then I come back. So anybody, I do apologize for that. Um,
Well, I
and
don't have a big channel anymore, but I can plug you for with what I got. I mean, I could. I mean, I'll like I said, I have no problem giving both of you guys a plug because I agree with 99% of what you guys say, and the other 1% is just kind of like I don't know. I haven't heard you guys talk about other stuff. So, but everything I hear you talk about, I mean, it's spot on. I agree with 100%.
Right. And I there's there's certain you're pretty widespread as far as what you're pretty well versed in a lot of truth.
I'm all over the
And
place.
yeah, you are, and that's good. See, you put out so much truth in all different directions. um you hit the psyops, the hoaxes, and the flat earth, and you hit on Jesus Christ. You hit everything that is so important. I'm just not as good. I'm just as passionate as probably the next person to get out the truth, because that's we have to be wise to it, and we have to speak the truth. To be wise is what we're supposed to do, correct?
Yep.
To be,
Thanks, Danny. I see your comment. I appreciate it, man.
yeah, Danny's such a good guy, and he's ex-military and everything, and he's such a good guy. And I met Danny through Vegas, through the Vegas investigation. So
Yeah,
I have a
we've
lot of
known
Vegas
Danny for
people that,
some time now.
yeah, um, that's where I met Dub. It's just so we still have Vegas people that come in. Um, but yeah, so I'm just saying that you're so well versed in pretty much anything, but it's I just think that it's so important to keep knocking out the truth, and as long as we can, um, because I know you feel that it's going to change. Um, I mean, it's in the knowing what's headed for us.
Yeah, I'm surprised that all of these videos about the events lately are staying up on YouTube. YouTube, for a while there, you couldn't talk about anything like this. They would hammer you hard. So that's why the stuff that I've shared it on my backup channel,
Right.
because I've lost a couple channels with stuff like that.
Well, you've
But
lost some big channels.
yeah, and the number one no, in my opinion, is if you talk about the Gog. You know what I mean? The synagogue.
Right.
If you talk
Yes.
about that and talk about who the true Jews are, they will hammer you. They do not like that at all.
Right. Um. Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier today, just out of the blue. I hadn't discussed it with Dub, but I thought, why aren't they taking down all of these, all of us?
I
Because
know, right?
we're coming up, but I think they're doing this for a reason. It's all done by design. So I think they're listening to us. They're learning from us. They're so sloppy in everything they do. I think all the discrepancies in this last event was by design. I don't think, and I'm sure you feel that
Mm-hmm.
because they're reading a script, so they're not going to be having all these discrepancies. Like one channel is going to say one thing and one's, I think they're doing that by design. What do you think?
Well, that guy, the news is fake for. He's
Uh
been
huh.
knocking some home runs lately, and I told the brother, I said, man, you need to start posting your backup channel, because you watch what I'm telling you. He won't be here if he keeps doing what he's doing, because YouTube's not going to let you do that.
Right.
But he
Well,
does a great
that's
job. I mean,
that's
I
why
enjoy.
he's on number 4.
I appreciate. Yeah, true. I appreciate what he does, but and there's one other one. I'm trying to think of who it was. Who's the other one that exposes a lot of stuff like this lately?
Um. Gosh, I don't know. Let me think. I haven't seen a lot. Um. Let me see. Let me look into this real quick.
Uh,
But I did post. Which Dub said he was sub to him, and I never had seen or heard from him. Um, but I had posted his video on my channel about this event. It was about 39 minutes long.
Yeah, I just ran across him yesterday. I run across 2 or 3 small channels that had some pretty good material on them.
A dub or which
That had some pretty good material on them.
what was I gonna say? Man, I just forgot what I was going. I was going to tell you something. I forgot what it
Hold on,
was.
I'm echoing. Sorry, that was me. I was getting out of my.
Oh, I know what it was. What year was it? Do you guys know when that Smith-Mundt Act? I think it was Obama. He signed that.
2012.
2012.
Okay, yeah. Ever since then, we are getting hammered.
Yeah,
Everything's propaganda. Everything is.
right. And
People
if
can't see it.
right, yeah, there's only one person that I work with. She's an older lady of mine. Um, that I work with. I adore her to death. She's very much into the Lord. She goes to church, and she knows what's up. Kind of like she's a little bit she's more awake than she actually knows. I don't know how to explain it, but because of she knows the revelations and all that, she knows what's up there. So I try to give her, you know, she actually wants to know, but it takes a lot of time. I can't tell her in a 15-20 minute period, but I'll just spew out to her, bits and pieces, and I'm like, just like this last mass shooting, and da da da. And of course, everybody knows about it. Everybody has heard about it. They know all about it, but of course, they're believing it. And so, I just told her real quick, I said, don't believe it. Don't believe it. She's like, I would really like to know more, and I said, well, babe, that's going to be for
Yeah, that's a long session.
that's a long,
Very long session.
I don't even know where to start,
Well, it takes time to digest and to grow
A
as
lot.
a
Yes.
truther, as a Christian. That's why the scripture, the Bible talks about babes being babes in Christ. I'm not boasting about anything, but I've got over 20 years of in the truck listening nonstop. 15, 20 years ago, I was listening to InfoWars, and you grow, and you grow out of a lot of people. A lot of
Yes.
people help you in the beginning, and then you outgrow them. But it's like somebody that's new to it, you gotta start very, very small. Like a scripture that I love in the Bible, what it says, it says, let your speech be seasoned with salt so that every man might understand you. It's kind of like, you think of salt as being truth. You don't want to dump too much salt on your meal or it won't taste good. You got to
right,
know just the amount of seasoning with who you're talking to. You
right,
got to talk to your audience. You got to
right.
know where they're at.
Right. You have to go with what you think they can take.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
if you just try to, start with, see, my son had tried to, uh, I wasn't ready to listen to any of it, but my son was like, Mom, you gotta, 9/11 was done by our government, blah, 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 blah. You need to sit and look at this. And it took me a while. I was like, yo, whatever. I wasn't ready. My mind wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to listen. And then one day he said, just sit down with me. Let's look at some videos so I can show you.
Mm-hmm.
And he did. And I was like, wow. I was like, but I had to be ready for it. And if somebody's not ready for it, you can't even, there's just no way of giving them any type of truth, because they're going to deny it all the way.
Yeah.
It's you have to be open-minded. You have to want to know it.
If they believe the official story of 9/11, you might as well not even talk to them. Don't bring anything up. That's the
Yeah.
starting point.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a toughie. I think understanding 9/11 fully is
Mm-hmm.
extremely important.
So what do you guys think? I kind of think there were 0 planes and that nobody died. That's me. People think I'm
That's
crazy.
me. That's
Really?
me.
Oh
I'm,
wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
yes,
Dub and I have
I'm
been
there.
talking about that. I even asked RV Truth that, and he was like, he thinks it's half and half, and I mean, as far as people dying, I don't think so, because from what I feel inside, and I didn't mean to call out RV Truth, because I love RV Truth. I don't want to put him down at all, me, but that's what I had asked him not too long ago, and he answered me in one of his
Well,
lives.
well, Michelle,
And
you can't agree with everybody 100%.
no,
Nobody you're going to agree
no,
with. Yeah.
no, and absolutely not. But Dub and I had been talking about that and looking at it, and when you look into, you just you know, I've learned, everybody calls things false flag, false flag, false flag,
No, they're
and they're
hoaxes.
and,
They're not
Yeah,
false
yes,
flags.
they're
Yeah.
I'm with
exactly.
you.
There's a big difference. I mean, I listen to people nowadays. Still, I hear some podcasts and stuff like that. They're so spot on about everything, and then they call this shooting a false flag, and I'm going, no. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's not, and people don't understand. See, for the longest time I didn't know the difference either.
Hey,
But
can I interrupt you real quick? I
yes,
gotta use the bathroom super quick. Y'all keep going. I'll be right back in
okay,
1 second.
Alrighty.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Meanwhile, Rita, you were very, very correct. This Uvalde thing is a multifaceted. They're going strong after the gun control. They're going strong after red flag laws. So many facets of things that they're really pushing on this one. And we're going to get. I think this is what we're going to get. AR-15s banned. I think they're going to pass the laws with this one that they've been trying to get passed for a long, long time. And I think this is the one that's going to push it over the edge.
Well, and let me just say this, Rita. This is just a conversation we're having. Um, this is something that Dub and I have talked extremely about when it does come to 9/11. And you know, I can't be 100% sure, but that's kind of where I'm at. Um, because mixing you can't mix. People always say all the time, and I know people will disagree with me on a constant basis, and that's okay, because people just need to. I can't say I'm 100% right on anything, but I do. I the way I what I've learned, what I know, um you can't mix fake with real.
No,
There's
no.
Exactly. I'm back now.
It's either all one or the other.
Do you feel like that, Chuck? You can't mix fake with real?
Well, absolutely. You can't control if it's real. Then there's parts of it that you can't control. You know what I mean?
Right. And I think there's too much liability. You can't have
Yes.
one. You can't have two people
You
in this.
Absolutely.
start
Yeah.
killing a bunch of real children, and the parents, the moms and stuff, are going to have some like come to action group, and they're going to go to other media, and it's going to get out of control, and you're not going no you won't no longer control the event.
Absolutely.
Well, and just like this last event, like they're showing all those videos with the cops holding the people back, the parents back from going inside. That's when I have to grab my firearm, and nobody's going to hold me back. I don't care. I might die, but
Yeah.
at the same time, if that's my child or my grandchild or my or my cousin's child,
You're
and I'm
not going to hold people back when there's a
no,
shooter, and
No,
that's just
no.
so ridiculous.
right, and that's what I'm saying, is that people don't put the critical thinking hats on when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's not real. What would be in real time life if you were standing right there? What would you do? And I think that's something it's very important for people to do, to think about that. What would you do if it was real to you? Okay, if you were standing right there, it was your child in the school. Um, Would you stand there and go, "Oh, okay. Well, the cops are going to wait an hour before they go in because they got to get all their tactical unit ready, and they're going to stand by while this guy is eating lunch in the lunchroom." I mean, come on now. Um,
Yeah, no,
you
Well,
know,
doesn't would not work that way in real life.
I've had a concealed carry permit for years and years. I would be in there. I mean,
yeah,
they would
Uh,
have to shoot me to get me from going in there.
me too.
exactly.
I carry everywhere I go. Everywhere.
Hmm.
It's
And,
right here, right next to me, right now. I don't. They know I have it, so it's not like it's going to be a secret.
Right.
Um,
and
you know,
and back to 9/11 for just a minute. I came to the no plane idea very, very quickly. I've just recently came to it was a media event, period.
Yes.
Nothing else. It was a media event.
well, there's more.
Uh,
Everything is done by CGI. Everything is done. And the more people that understand that they can insert. I mean, everything just goes towards. Um, it's just you have to think about it.
I
Think of
just removed one of your listeners. I hope you don't mind.
Oh no, you're fine. You do whatever you
Drama
need.
troll.
Yeah,
That guy. He needs to go.
okay, good show. I had him once earlier, and I thought he was done for sure, but then he came back. So
But You're right, man. It's we're coming to the time where when you think about it, this is all going down to a one world order, correct? I mean,
absolutely,
you're not going to have a one world order with an armed people. You know what
no,
I
no,
mean? With a armed nation. So
nope.
it's
no,
got to happen.
And they
it's
know
And
how
gotta
to do
happen.
it. Everybody. You hear all these people say, "Oh well, we got too many guns," and da, 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 and da, 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 da. They're not going to be. There's going to be people that resist,
hmm
and I'm probably going to be one of them. But I'm just saying, um, they know who we are. They know who we are, and
Everything.
I might be speaking too much. Who knows? But
well,
I
no,
know.
you can't make war with the beast. These people like that are preppers that think they're going to go off grid and they're going to be able to survive. They're not. You can't make war with the beast. They know. Big Brother knows everything about you.
Yes, they know.
Look
Everything.
at the
They know.
carbon footprint. The crap they're telling us about. They know when you fart. I mean,
Hmm.
seriously. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but they know everything. You
Well,
cannot get away from them.
right. The technology that they have is way beyond than of what we know. I mean, it's so far much more than what we can even
Probably
explain.
60 to 100 years ahead
Yes,
of what we think it
Yeah,
is. Yeah.
so much more.
I think they've had the technology for probably
Yes,
close to 100 years that we have no. I mean,
I have no idea what it is.
yeah. I,
Yeah,
I just
true.
the rabbit hole is so big everywhere. I mean, we've been lied to all of our lives. We
About
Everything has been an
everything.
illusion. Everything, and people don't understand. People just don't understand that it's too hard to grasp. And of course, I would rather know than not know. But you just getting back to you can't fake real with
You can't fake real. No.
you just can't. You can't have the two together. Um, it's too many people. You you can't mix and match. You just can't. There's too much liability. You'd have you'd have the real going dying, and then you have the fake going dying. You just
Well, look at this. You know how cool it is to have a group of people where we're all like minded. That
right,
is so amazing. But you got to think of the numbers. How
right.
many people do you know in your personal life?
You don't.
I don't. We're all
Uh,
scattered out,
that
and this
would
is
be
by plan.
a
Yeah,
none,
this is. So I mean, they
sadly.
know they have the numbers, and the
Yes,
whole
they
yeah
definitely have the numbers.
the whole QAnon movement, man, they think that there's the white hats that are going to actually arrest and have tribunals, and
Yes,
they think that they're going to bring in the 1,000 years of peace. That Trump is the chosen one. They
yeah,
really believe that. They believe
yeah.
JFK Jr.'s coming back.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
He might
I
come back. I mean, he might come back, but he's not a good guy. You know what I mean?
No. No. You don't fake your death. You don't fake your death and then all of a sudden appear because you guys, and see, and that's what's it. There's so many different ways, like, oh, the such division, and the division between the truther and the non.
Yes.
It's that's the biggest division of all. It's
Divide
yeah,
and conquer. That's what it's always
yes,
been about. Divide.
yes, and yes, we, people, I go through different channels and they say, oh, people are waking up. No, they're not.
Yep.
They might,
Horse mom, you're not alone. I mean, she says, horse mom says, I know absolutely no one awake. My husband is awake. Hey, you're blessed to have a
yes.
spouse, because I've been married 25 years and I have to keep my mouth shut. I mean, it's just the
Oh,
truth.
that's too bad.
And
that's
she,
yeah,
she
that's
she's
hard
a
to do.
diehard Republican. My wife is a diehard Republican, but
Right.
and she loves Tucker Carlson
Oh yeah.
but
That's a very, very, you know you know she's very blessed to have you on the other side, even though she doesn't understand it. Um, because when stuff does really start to, like, I mean, it's happening so fast for us, but they don't see it. But she's very blessed to have you,
mm.
because you are awake, and um, you kind of know how to, you know direct it as best as you can
Well, let
anyway.
me tell you what happened this morning real quick. She and I hope she doesn't hear me. I got to be quiet, but she was watching TikTok last night of the parents. They were having videos of parents that couldn't get in because, like you talked about earlier, the guards and the police were keeping them out. And they were screaming, my child is in there being murdered and you won't let me in. And my wife literally broke into tears and was crying.
Oh no.
And
I
I just
know.
can't,
Yeah.
I had to leave. I mean, what can I say? I mean, I tried to tell her, I'm like, how do you know that they died? And it's just it's a very, very
It
touchy.
is, because to to address people, to tell them that children have not been killed. That's why I think they're going to go even lower than that. That's just my take on it. I don't know, but there's going to have to be, this is a huge event. I think there's going to be something even much bigger to
Do
pull
you
at the
remember,
heartstrings.
I think
do
so
you
as well.
remember, Michelle, you remember that video you shared that I did where that had that children crisis actor teacher that you shared?
Right.
And
Today.
Yeah.
yeah, and the first thing she said that children pull on the heartstrings the
Yes.
best. And they're
Oh, of
mocking,
course.
but they're telling you the truth. That's
Right.
it.
Right. Exactly.
Mm.
It's hi, KK. KK is another one of my good friends from Vegas, the Vegas investigation
Yep.
community. But
Good people.
very, very good man, very good family man. Love him. Hats off to you, KK. I always love seeing you here. Um,
We got room on the panel, man.
you know, I you know I wanted people to come on the panel, and nobody's joining other than Chuck. And I'll tell you, Chuck, if you guys haven't subbed to his channel, um, you're pretty much going to get both our channels at the same time, because I always mirror his videos. I'm not a very good uh, video creator, so I just
Well, I'm
don't
going
do
to
that.
mirror this live stream, Michelle. So,
Well, good.
yeah.
um, but yeah, yeah, welcome, KK. He's in California, so he's a lot earlier than us, but he works very early, so he's never ever here this late. But I'm surprised to see him. So nice to see you, KK. Yeah, he's a very good man. I have some very good people on YouTube that you don't
Danny
have
said he
many,
wanted to come on.
but you have That's all you need is the good few that, huh?
I said Danny said he wanted to come on.
Well, well, I
Well,
just
where
dropped
are
the
you,
link, Danny.
Danny?
He said I was waiting. I'll come on. Well, you don't have to
I
wait.
tell you, one
I can
other
have more
thing
than.
in
Go
the
ahead.
truth movement. Pride is the enemy of truth. That's something that when people start getting arrogant and prideful, that's when you lose them. You know what I mean? That's when when you start becoming prideful and think
Right.
that you're something when you're not.
Right.
That's when God will send you a delusion,
Right.
and you will believe what you want to believe.
Yeah.
I may be
I
wrong, but I don't think the truth movement is all that wide. I know there's a lot of people that claim that handle, but I don't see a whole lot that actually I put in the category this person is a truther.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and of course I'm around Michelle all the time, and she's just passionate about the truth.
Oh yeah.
So it's
Have you guys ever read any of the apocrypha books? The books that like they took away. The Catholic Church took a lot of books out.
no, I haven't.
There's a book called Second Esdras, and it basically breaks it down as how few people that are going to be saved. It's like if you take a field of flowers. Imagine you're seeing a gigantic, huge field of flowers. It's the colors of the flowers that are taken. That's how few it is. It's not. You see what I'm saying? It's the colors, and
Right? Yeah.
I can't. Yeah, but it's so few people that are going to end up being woke up, and it's not many. It really isn't.
yeah, I agree. Hi, welcome, Danny.
Well, hello.
It's about time you got on here.
Yeah. Well, when I saw Chuck come on, I figured I would wait. But
Well, I appreciate that. I'm very honored to have him on here, but I'm also very honored to have you on here.
Yeah.
Danny,
well,
nice to meet you.
yeah, nice talking to you too.
And
I,
have enjoyed having Chuck on here and chatting with us. So
yeah.
Um, Chuck, just so you know, Danny has a really good channel himself.
I'm sub to him. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the first time I only found him because of you, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I've told everybody at least 90% of my my videos are mirrored from Chuck's.
Danny,
And
I shared a video when my channel got taken down. It was the stupidest thing. I was talking about some QAnon woman and then something else, and I got 2 strikes in one night, and they told me that I was inciting violence, I was cyber bullying, and I was promoting hate speech. And they sent me an email, and they told me to never come back.
Yeah.
I'm not making this up,
And it was
man.
just
It's nuts.
over Q stuff.
wow.
No, it wasn't. No, actually, I told them earlier. It was what it was I was talking about the Gog. You know, the people that are in a certain land that claim to be God's chosen people.
Oh, okay.
That's the ones you don't want to. That I've gotten more trouble talking about. You can't even say the word JE. W. You can't even
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I won't say it then.
Don't. Yeah. Be.
yeah,
We'll
But
all
if
go
you
away.
read, hey, look, if you read Revelations chapter 2, verse 9, and Revelation chapter 3, verse 9, it talks about a people that say they're Jews but are not. They're liars. They are the synagogue of Satan. That's really, really irrelevant nowadays. I mean, it is, because back in the 40s, when Lord Rothschild and all of the other ones brought the Zionist state back, that was that was a big deal. That was a big,
Oh, 47.
yeah, 47. Yeah, right around there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember my when I was in basic training and our last day there, our drill sergeant sat us all down and he goes, "Hey, I got now that I'm not in charge anymore, I want to tell you guys one thing. And he went on this big spiel about how we were all headed towards the Holy War and all this stuff, and then we were all sitting there going, "Whoa!" He goes, "If I would have said anything before this, they would have kicked me out of here."
Mm-hmm.
And he went on this big long spiel about how this is the Holy War, and he thought, that the end times were coming and everything. And I was like, "Well, wait a minute, I didn't know about that."
Yeah, if you actually read and study the Bible a little bit, God's chosen people don't come back until after Jacob's trouble, till after the Great Tribulation. And preachers don't get it, man. They're all supporting Israel. They're all giving their money, and they've all been hoodwinked big time.
Well, I thought, isn't there supposed to be a war over in the Holy Land over the something, and then that's when I thought that was in Revelations.
There's going to be Armageddon, the final war, Armageddon. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, to start it off, like before the horsemen come and everything, there's a war.
Oh, the red horse that brings war?
Yeah, maybe that's
that's the second. You have the white horse rider that has a bow, and he goes to conquer, and then the red horse starts World War III. And this is the way I look at it. But yeah. I mean, there's going to be something that kicks off.
It's been a long time. I was raised Catholic, and I figured out that finally. So then I started reading the Bible and was born again, and I ended up scaring myself out of it. But I still believe in all that and have faith. So I don't know. It's just,
well, man, all you got to do is, if you're humble and you seek the truth with all your heart, because Jesus says, "I am the truth."
Yep.
You know what I mean? He is the truth. So when you're seeking the truth and you're tired of being lied to, you're seeking God, whether you realize it or not. He is the truth, the life, and the only way to salvation is through Jesus Christ. And that's just what I believe.
There's evil all around us, and it's coming in every one of our ears and our eyes, and it's just insane. I almost have to thank the Las Vegas shooting for it, because that's what snapped me and my wife both at the same time. We both just were like, "What?" This is, and that's when, from then on, we've been just learning that everything else, and it goes so far back, it's just nuts.
So Las Vegas was your wake up call?
Yeah, that's what.
Sandy Hook was mine.
And then right after Vegas happened, the FBI released all the Sandy Hook crime scene photos and videos and everything, but obviously the pictures were redacted of the children. But so
the same children that went to the Super Bowl with Obama the next year.
And the only place that you could look at those photos and all the reports and videos and everything was on the FBI's website. And I went there and I looked at them for hours and hours, and I was trying to download them, and it wouldn't let you download nothing. You couldn't even save a picture. And I think I was trying to take screenshots of them, and I don't think it allowed me to even do that. But I sat there and I scrolled through all their photos, and I'm telling you, the front of that school must have been power washed and cleaned up, because the back of it had mold growing up the walls like 10 feet high. The bathrooms, one of the bathrooms was just completely, like, you could tell it had been flooded. The wood doors had a water stain about 10 inches high on each door. They had a brand new swing set and a playground put in, and the wood chips were still fresh wood color. You know how they fade after some time?
Yeah.
These were, you can tell, you could even see the truck tire marks from when they dumped those wood chips.
It was my understanding that school had been closed for 8 years.
Yes.
Yeah, 2008, it was flooded. And it was.
Did you see the children walking around it in a circle?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the firehouse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
Those
Yeah,
were the
that's it.
parents. They were recycling
firehouse.
parents. And in the back of the school, when the the FBI photo guy was going around the building, and the back of the school had broken windows, and the shooter was nowhere near there, and all the back windows, you can tell the rooms they had boxes up against the windows, like they were using them just to store things.
Yeah, it
And
was used for storage.
yeah, and that little side building, that little like double wide mobile home thing that they had built, there was electrical wires hanging off of it. It was, I couldn't believe my eyes, and I was mad that they wouldn't let me like keep any of those pictures.
Hmm. Is it? I wonder if that's still available somewhere.
It should be because they released those within, I think it was like within 6 months of the Vegas shooting.
Okay, I'll have to try to look for that.
Yep. FBI's website. Type in Sandy Hook crime scene photos and then FBI whatever, and then I didn't have to like type in my name or anything when I went there, but it obviously they know I was there and they know how long I looked at everything.
Right.
But I
Well,
don't care.
one thing that really helped me with 9/11 was when I got a hold of the Nest report and was able to download all the videos and documentation and everything from
Yeah,
that.
that's a
And
government agency checking on a government agency. We didn't find anything.
right, yeah. Well, that's the same thing with Congress. Congress has had study after study after study of all the events, and they've never found anything wrong.
Yeah, no. They
Hey
might as well
Danny,
have
what,
had
what
NASA
time were
check
you in the
on it.
military? What year were you in the military?
Oh, when was I?
Yeah.
I was in Iraq all of 2005.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So I joined in 2004.
Okay. Can you tell in my thumbnail what I'm wearing on my chest?
My phone was kind of cutting out.
Oh, I said, can you tell in my thumbnail what I'm wearing on my chest right there?
Oh, yeah, it looks like a flak jacket.
Yep. Plate carrier.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
My wife thought I was crazy, man. I got it on. I got a really good deal on it, and I walked around the house wearing a plate carrier.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a like a vest type, like the.
Yeah, it's a vest, but I got these plates. I think they're level 3 body armor.
Yeah, are they curved?
Yeah. Yep.
With like yeah, the ones we had were like 1 inch thick.
Yeah, these are about 1
Oh,
inch thick.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were at the airport, we had to weigh ourselves on a scale before we got on the Blackhawks, and I remember I weighed myself, and then when we got back to our barracks, I weighed myself at the medics shop or whatever, and I had everything I was carrying was 74 pounds with my all my armor
Dang.
and my rifle and everything,
Wow.
helmet.
Chuck, had you seen Danny's last video? That he was saying happy birthday to his wife.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh yeah, that's got a lot of pictures from Iraq.
Oh, okay.
Would you mind, Danny? I don't want to make you get back out. I'll
Yeah,
go to
I'll
you.
get it.
But I would like to play that just to show people.
Hey, Michelle,
Yeah, that was really good.
I left the link to my channel in chat right before I came on.
All right.
If that helps, or do you want me to go get the actual video?
No, I don't want you to get out. So just stay there. I'll go look for it, and
He can get it without getting out.
well, he said
No, I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
okay.
I'm just gonna go find him, and I'm gonna play that because it's.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
How do you play stuff through StreamYard? Do you have to pay a fee? Because I did the free version of StreamYard, and I couldn't figure out how to play any videos.
You just have to do a different tab and just go in there and play them. I tab everything up. So, because I'm doing it free also, you get like 20 hours of free time on StreamYard, I guess, for free. But what I do is I go to, I just tab it up on my computer. And so, like, I'll have StreamYard on one tab, and then I'll tab up, I'll go into YouTube, and then I'll pull the video up that I want to play, and then I'll tab that up, and then I'll do a new tab, and then I'll just keep going. So then when I'm on StreamYard, I can just screen share, and once I'm screen sharing, I just go to those tabs and play them.
Can you play anything from like Odyssey? Could you play a video from Odyssey?
Yep.
Yes.
Man, I got a video that's real short. It's
Okay.
really short. It's got the Sandy Hook, the little kid. Remember Noah Posner?
Yeah.
He is
Yeah, I saw that one. He
Oh,
grew up to. I'll let you tell it.
yeah. What's the guy's name? The shooter.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle Ritten. Have you seen that, Michelle?
Yeah, I played it on one of my live streams. You were in the chat and you told me to play it.
I think that's him. What do y'all think? I mean, I can't prove it, but what do you think?
I think it is.
I believe it's him just because I think that's something they would do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because people don't make it famous by accident. They're not gonna, I think all these actors or crisis actors or whatever, they're all part of. I think they're their own human race. I really do. I've watched so much stuff, Chuck. The one video that shows the transition of of trannies, of them, I've tried to share that to so many different people, trying to get them to understand Hollywood, and there's this one channel I follow, but she's no longer on YouTube. What's it called? Reality. Oh God, I forget her channel name. She's on BitChute. And it's a woman that she makes long videos, and she's very, very good. But she goes back in time and says that, and I believe it. I truly 100% believe that people that don't understand Hollywood and how they're created. They're created to give us the propaganda, to program our minds, and they're all like intertwined with the transgender BS.
Yeah.
They're all wound up. Me and Lisa got on a kick of watching old black and white movies for a while in the wintertime. And it was weird. We would be watching these movies from the 40s and 50s. And we kept looking at each other like, do you think that looks like, I don't know, Ben Affleck? And we started to make it a point to watch the names in the credits. And who was it that we saw? So many people with the same last names, and they looked like they were the parents of the current actors.
A lot of them looked like,
like a lot. Like that's their great, their great grandkids or their grandson and daughter, and they're still in Hollywood, and I know that happens, but it was when we were watching those black and white videos, we were like, whoa. It was more than we thought.
Thank you, Rita. Appreciate that much. I'd like anybody have any
I'm looking for Danny's channel right here on my subscription.
Okay. Any thoughts on the current ongoing war?
Yeah, war in parentheses.
Yeah, I emphasize that.
So what's a good topic? What's another good topic we can hit?
What's another topic?
Another good topic we can hit.
Oh, yeah, that one, the Ukraine. I haven't seen
Yeah, I
one
think
thing
that's a
from
good
that.
one.
Ukraine, yeah, that's a good one.
I haven't seen one thing yet that makes me think there's anything going on.
Not one. Yeah.
Nothing.
Michelle, do you got anything good to play?
I'm getting ready to share. Whoops, let me get back here. Let me cancel here. I just found Danny's channel. Hold on a second. Share it. Share screen.
If you guys didn't know, Saturday Night Live is a outlet for this crap too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Like big time. Every week we watch it just so we can look for the clues.
I can't stand
I
Saturday
know.
Night Live.
We can't either. We
Dub-
can't either, but we always
Dub's
find
not a
stuff.
comedian. He's like, no.
No. Yeah.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So just so I know Danny's on here, but it's my show. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm going to explain this video. He was saying happy birthday to his wife, but it shows a lot of who Danny is and stuff, and it's very telling. And I thought it was very good video.
well done. Yes.
Baby Diesel.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down to the big lake they call Gitchagooly. The lake is said never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more, and the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned. Concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound when the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, "Fellas, it's too rough to feed you." At 7 p.m. a main hatchway gave in. He said, "Fellas, it's been good to know you." The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. Later that night, when his lights were out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. Farther below Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. The iron boats go as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up the dead when the gales of November come early.
Very well done.
Yeah,
That,
that was before
That was
I was
nice.
good at making. That was before I was good at making videos.
Hmm.
I just thought that just tells a lot about you, and um, that's real to me. You know, and real is so much better than not real.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
that's why I love you guys, because you're real.
I don't have nothing to hide.
Yeah, I think that's totally awesome, Danny. So I just had to show that again.
Especially the fact that I was helping the government launder money.
Yeah,
That cash just went into Iraq and then went right back out, and they never did nothing with it. They didn't fix anything over there.
right.
Surprise, surprise.
Hmm. And that was just when I was there. They kept doing it. They kept doing it until they're probably still doing it.
I'm sure. Yes.
I just dropped a link if anybody wants to come on. I noticed let me look back here. I thought I saw someone come on.
So,
SEO laser beam.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, I thought I saw yo. If you'd like to come on, anybody that would like to come on the panel, that would be
yeah.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to acknowledge, but there've been some very good comments made in the comments tonight. So I'm happy to see people making good comments. And enjoy the people that are here.
Horse Mom, Chuck's video is going to be on Odyssey. He does have an Odyssey channel. I can go. Uh, you know what? Let me go find it. Let me go find it, and I can play it. How about that?
You think you can play it here?
Oh yeah, I played it the last time.
Okay, yeah, the one on
Yeah,
Rittenhouse.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that can be played here.
He gave me a link, but I can find it because I'm sub to him. So let me. It might take me a few minutes, but I can do it. I can do it.
Of course you can do it.
There. My mic keeps screwing up. It keeps getting. Did you guys hear that staticky crackle?
Oh yeah,
I heard
we
a little
always
bit and a couple little
Yeah,
we
bad.
that's
always
me.
do. It's
It doesn't
okay.
do it though.
That's
It just starts doing it all of a sudden.
I'm willing to put up with it as long as I can have you on. I don't care.
You know what I've
Do you know what I'm
noticed?
saying?
When I put my phone on the charger now, it starts. It'll go bleep bleep like it's not connecting good, and it'll turn on and off by itself. So I think my connections are getting screwy.
Maybe, yeah, probably.
I should
yeah,
rinse it off
I,
in the toilet.
that'll work. You sure?
let me see if I can find it. I'm still looking, guys. So, I mean, you guys. I'm telling you, Chuck Middleton is so telling. He comes and tells so much truth from
I'm
all.
here.
He tells truth through so many directions. What's the title of the Kyle Rittenhouse on Odyssey?
Who's that kid now?
Noah Posner. Play it real quick. It's real short.
Yeah, I think it's called "Who's
I'm
That
looking
Kid
for
Now?"
it right now because I have people in the chat wanting to see it, and
Yeah, it was Noah's dad that supposedly filed the lawsuit against
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
huh. All I can say is on that one.
Yeah.
Anybody that follows Alex Jones, I'm sorry, but you need to follow someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
I find it.
Are you okay?
Choked. Yeah, I'm getting choked. I got it.
Oh wow.
Here it
Sorry to hear
is.
that, Alexis.
Well, I'm on your Odyssey channel right now, and I'm just scrolling down. Scrolling.
I think I got it. Hold on. Now I can share it to yours. Here, I'm gonna share it.
Okay.
Okay. I got the link down there.
All right. I'll just get off of here. Let me go to my
I
channel.
got it. I can do it. Can I?
Oh, you want to share it?
No, you got to do it.
Oh,
I can't do it.
All right. You're like, no. Hold on. Oh, you want to share it?
No, I would have, but it
No.
wouldn't let me.
No. That was an echo.
Oh,
That was an echo. Sorry. Let me pull it up here. All right. Let me go back to share.
that'd be crazy if you could share it.
All right.
Chuck, are you on phone or a computer?
He's on his phone, I think.
This is weird. This is seriously weird. I just got a notification popped up on my phone from Grease Monkey Videos. It said Kyle Rittenhouse sued. And I can't remember who he's suing, but he's suing somebody. And we're just getting ready to play a video of him.
Yeah.
Um,
That is weird.
I swear it just happened.
So you
Yep.
guys can see my screen.
yes, we can.
Yep.
Okay.
And people think they're not listening.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth.
That's
You
it.
can't handle the.
That's him.
Lisa said that's 100% him.
I think so.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen this yet. She's freaking out.
All my sample trailers, each another's audience outside the gilded cage.
Yeah.
You know, he was also supposedly killed in
Yeah.
Thailand a year or so after.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As a kid?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's that about? I haven't heard that.
There was some kind of shooting in Thailand, and he was one of the victims.
They're doing it they're
Well,
doing.
and I've seen that. Where they show the same picture of kids or whatever on different shootings everywhere.
Yes. Yeah.
I guess, yeah, why just the U.S.?
Oh, the plot thickens everywhere. It's a worldwide stage. The world is a stage.
Are you guys gonna watch the meteor shower tonight?
Probably not.
There's supposed to be 250,000 meteors per hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
At 1:00 Eastern, that'd be my time. 1:00 Eastern is the best time, and there's no moon, so the sky is gonna be black. And supposedly, we're flying through a meteor field from a what was it, a comet, and we're gonna get blasted with meteors tonight. Maybe tonight's the alien hoax.
No, I don't think so, but it's coming soon.
I heard I couldn't tell you where, but I've seen someone, and they called it for May. Of course, May would be close to the George Floyd thing, which was the May 24th to the George Floyd was May 25th.
Yep.
But the 24th was the shooting event. And I've heard there's another one coming in July. A big, huge event coming in July. I don't have a date, but and it's so hard to say a date, but you can kind of predict. But I'm just saying, July is supposedly another huge event.
That's critically stable.
Yeah, I truly expect another pretty sizable event. Pretty close follow up too.
I mean, what do you think, Chuck?
I think maybe. Yeah.
Wait, did you find Michelle? Did you find that video of that trauma surgeon saying that critically but stable? They're critical but stable.
Yeah.
I posted something on it today.
Yeah, no. Did you? Yeah, did you find that, or was that a mirror video, or
That was a mirrored video, but I
because
did
that was
see
the same trauma? That was the same trauma surgeon I sent you that link from.
right,
But it was a
exactly,
different interview.
Yeah,
right.
I downloaded I think 3. I know for sure 2, and I think 3 different interviews from her today.
They're starting to come out with all of these interviews now with kids and parents, and it's
Yeah.
just going to keep getting worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
We're
think
not even in the middle of it yet.
no, we have not even experienced what's coming.
The peak is yet to come.
Oh yeah, but it's coming, you know. And you try to tell somebody, you know, it's coming, and they're like going, okay, because even though they're slow walking it, they're really not, because
No, they're
I can feel it. I can feel it. It's like in my guts. You know, it's in the air. I can feel it in my head. I can feel it every day. That just and maybe it's because of the knowing. You know, I don't know what it is. Does everybody feel that way?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I kind of took a little breather from it, and then when I look back, there's a whole ton of new videos on it, different from every angle you can come, from the little children's interviews to the 87th version of what happened or didn't happen. It's
Oh,
crazy.
did you guys see the video where they show the truck in the
Yeah,
ditch,
I
and they
did.
show and they see you can see the AR-15 on the bag right next to the passenger side door. There's a backpack.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, whose was that? Was that? I thought it was
There,
either your channel or maybe news was fake.
It was news to fake.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one today.
I
I
saw
think, and I was like, wow.
there's at least 4 separate locations that they show a truck in a ditch.
Yeah.
And there's no ditch anywhere near that school. I scanned the whole area with Google Earth. It's all just totally flat land all the way around there. No ditches anywhere.
Yeah, and the fact that if that video is even real, which I don't know, whatever. But if there's an AR-15 sitting there next to the truck, that's not that big a deal because you had 2. What's weird about it is that you can tell that was just somebody with a phone.
Yeah.
It wasn't a cop. It wasn't a news crew. It was just somebody was walking, and that was obviously while it was all going on, or before the cops found the truck. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. And supposedly he jumped out of the truck and ran right into the school.
Yeah, that was part of their little. They're I don't know. They had a drill before, and if they're playing like that one little chubby kid said, it's a real drill.
Right. Yeah.
It's a real drill.
Drill, mama.
Yep.
So they probably had some kind of elaborate drill and used a bunch of illegal aliens from Mexico, and they promised them $500 a piece, and then they're playing the footage from the real drill.
The real drill.
Real drill.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. Yo, Laserbeam, please come on. If you please, I've dropped the link a million times. I would love to hear from you. Change also says once you know the truth, you can feel in your gut when someone lies to you. It's almost an automatic.
Yeah.
You kind of know the script. It's a knowing. It's very hard to explain. I'm not a very good explainer when it comes to talking to real time people and trying to explain what's going on. I'm not a very good explainer. It's so much to explain.
You can save a lot of stress by just going full auto hoax, because I think people fight.
That would be me,
Yeah. Now,
and
see,
that would
isn't
be
it,
my
it
good
when
friend.
when me and Lisa made the transition to auto hoax, everything is fake. Our lives are so much stress free,
Oh yeah,
because
I,
I
I
think
don't.
people fight that urge. They don't want to go full auto hoax.
Well, no, I don't. I don't care. I'm an auto hoaxer. Yeah, and at this point, when you're first trying to like put out the truth and you're trying to like do a soft coup about it. You're trying to be soft, you know. I'm at the point where it's time is of the essence. It's just it's we only have a short time to be able to put out the truth. I really think our time is limited. I don't think that I'm going to try to spew out as much truth as I can while I got the time to do it, because I really don't. I think time is ticking, and it's
Time is up.
I don't I
Time is
don't
up.
I don't have time to sit there and worry about somebody's feelings anymore. I just
Yeah,
don't.
time is up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I get so mad because people can't see it, but it's we all came from somewhere. People only are going to see the truth if they want it. They've got to want it, and at this point in time, it's I'm going to keep coming on, and I'm going to keep trying to do what I can do. That's all I can do. That's it. I don't stress about what's going on. I don't worry about anything really. um I worry about trying to get out the truth. That's pretty much where I'm
Yeah,
at.
that's what it is. We're more concerned that so many people are blind to it
Right. And I mean, like
than
Chuck
what's
said
actually happening.
earlier, I mean, you got to feel and know that the people around you, I mean, everybody around me, I mean, I'm thankful. I am so thankful that my son, he's the one that opened my eyes up to the truth, and I mean led me into the direction anyway. And now I have to update him on everything. I have to tell him what's going on because I've dug. I mean, it's I'm head first right now. I'm inside of every rabbit hole, every direction. I mean, I can see it, so it's easier. People say you have to do the research, you have to do this. Yes, I live and learn every day. I mean, if I can learn something new every day, I am thankful for it, and it makes me wiser. But also it's really hard to explain. It's not like I'm a know-it-all, but once you can see it, you can't unsee it. I mean, it's automatic. It's like when when it comes this way, you know it. When it comes the other way, you know it. It
Yeah,
comes face at you, you know it. You don't have to do the research anymore as far as that's
on-
concerned. Does that make sense?
once
absolutely.
you know what to look for,
Right.
it's real easy to find.
I'm
It's
not trying to say I know everything, because like I said, I can learn something new every day, but it's in the knowing. I don't have to research it to say, oh, this shooting happened, or that the WHO is saying this, and our sovereignty is ready
Yeah.
to run out the door. I don't have to research it to know it.
Our
right.
news media, the media and the government and all of these officials, they all deserve nothing less than auto hoax thought. Um, that's it. Period. If it's on the national mainstream news, you have to assume it's fake and prove it otherwise.
Uh,
They're going by, and to know that they're going by a script. See, everything that they say, they're
it's
reading a
scripted.
script. Yes, but
Yes.
that's like everybody. It's the government. It's everybody's reading by the script. They're going. The world stage is a script. They're going by. Everything is planned out. There's nothing that's an accident. There's nothing that they messed up on.
It's all a script.
Yeah, it's all a script. There's nothing that they messed up on. Everybody's like going, "Oh, now the WHO is scared, or now they're all scared because of the virus is being exposed." No, the virus is not being exposed right now because they want you to concentrate on what's happening presently. Like they want you to focus on the shootings, and so they're gonna pull back on the virus for now, but it's not gonna go away. It's
No,
never gonna
eh,
go away because that's what
no.
works. I mean, why fix it if it ain't broke? Why do it?
Has anybody else? I've noticed after some time and after seeing all these things and watching events happen and things, me and Lisa get to the point where she'll do it and she'll say, "Oh, you know what they're going to do next? They're going to do that. They're going to do this." And we've actually predicted stuff in
Yeah,
general, like, and not like by name or whatever, but we
right.
predict. Yeah, I mean, and so if that's happened to more than just me and Lisa, which I'm sure it has
Yes.
to other people, um, then what do they say? I can't remember what they say, but isn't there something about prophets? That to me, that's prophesizing. If you can tell what's coming,
Well, you see the patterns. Um,
Chuck,
Yes.
what do you answer that?
yeah, isn't it? Isn't there something in the Bible about prophets in the last days?
Okay. I was on the other side of the room. Say
Oh,
that again.
sorry.
Oh,
Say that again.
like in the I don't know the Revelation or something. What does it say about prophets? Like, will there be prophets? I don't know, trying to help or warn people.
There be there be prophets that will be proclaiming the everlasting gospel. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, but I guess it would be. I'm just thinking of like us and truther people. When like I was just telling Michelle, me and my wife have, in general, we've predicted stuff. That's how much crap we've learned and saw, and we get to the point where you can just flat out say, well, now you know what they're going to do after this. Then it's going to be airplane something. They're gonna ban airplane flights, and you're going to make you can predict stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like prophets.
I feel very confident in my knowing. I feel like I can just look this way or that way and feel it and know it. I'm very comfortable. Um, God, it's really hard to explain, but I don't want anybody to think that I'm on my high horse and that I just feel I know everything. But I can see so clearly, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and
it does to
I don't want
me
people to think
because
that
That's
they read
good.
about us in the Bible. But
I've
I
seen
can
your
see everything.
transition.
I've sat here and I just want people to understand, and I don't want to go over and over it, but um for all of my life I've had a really rough life, and I'm not going to go into it or anything. I'm just I've really struggled pretty much predominantly all my life, and I've really had hard times. Okay, and I'm not trying to let anybody know that, oh, poor me, or this and that. I don't want empathy or sympathy. What I'm trying to say is that I questioned why I was here, what I was put here for, what my whole reason, what I was here to do, why am I here, what was my purpose, and I feel this is my purpose for some reason, because I can see so clearly, and people might think that's just a bunch of BS, but I can see. I mean, I'm comfortable in my scene, if that makes any sense. I feel comfortable,
Yeah,
and
it does.
It's
I feel very it's like I've never felt so comfortable and confident in what I feel and see. Like,
Well,
um,
I think with all of us, it was the Vegas shooting that woke us up, but it sure wasn't Joe Lombardo that made us wake up. It was God.
right. For
yeah,
So there's not that many of us. There can't
for
be.
for 5 years now, I've watched Michelle's transition, and it has been massive.
but the
Yeah.
last 2 years is
I,
really it
yeah.
was really my biggest transition, and everybody's heard this story before. But what I'm saying is like I never knew what my purpose was. And I was like, why am I here? What am I doing? Why am I struggling? Why am I doing this? Da 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 da. Da. And I never knew. And outside of my job, which is a slavery type, I've never felt more enslaved, which I need to get out of. I'm trying to figure it out. Um, but right now, I'm like, outside of my job is all I think about is the truth. It's it's
Oh,
so
it's in our lives every second of every day.
you're right.
We, we,
It's
when we have company over, that's all we talk about. I think
right.
people are like, we only have few family that come over to see us. The rest probably are like, we don't go over there. They're going to tell us everything's fake.
And I don't have any family other than my son, which he's on board, but I got to tell him what's going on. He's lost. I'm like, okay, when I call you, I'm going to tell you what's up. And he listens. He's
Does
the
he
one.
care?
Huh?
Does he care?
He does. He does. He
That's
he
good.
he's awake. But he's the one that pushed me to be awake. He's
Okay.
the one. Yes, he's the one that pushed me towards 9/11 and pushed me towards Vegas. Um, so yeah, he's the one that started questioning and seeing. He's the one that pushed me towards flat Earth, believe it or not. And so I'm very thankful for that because he's my one and only. And how can you be so blessed to have your one and only? Because I mean, that's my heart and soul. That right there, my son is my one and only. You know what I mean? And so I am so blessed to have him in the knowing. And so yeah, I'm thankful to him for have just pushed me towards that direction. Um but yeah, it's like every day I'm so amazed on on the growth of my inner being of spiritually and just everything around me. What I've got, I'm so thankful for, but I struggle every day with what is my everyday life because I'm around so much non uh believers. It's uh I'm alone. I'm alone other than when I come online. I talk to Dub every day for hours a day. Um and then you guys being on my panel, you guys, I'm very close. I feel very close to you. I don't know how to
Yeah, I
explain.
feel close to you guys too.
I really do. You have my heart. Um People in my chat, it's such a good thing to have, and I'm very thankful for it. Very.
Yeah,
Anyway,
we need each other. That's for sure.
yeah.
There's not
Yeah,
enough of us.
definitely.
You got to get it off your chest. Remember the other night I said I got to get all this off my chest.
But yeah, I mean, if I don't come on YouTube or if I don't do a live or something, I feel very secluded. and I need that outlet, I really do, because um it's just every day, we gotta release it somehow. And I do have a little bit of audience that will listen, and that I'm very thankful for it.
Oh, hey, speaking of that, I wonder if anyone in the chat is a nurse or a surgeon, because that's ridiculous what that trauma surgeon said. Like, absolutely ridiculous. And that
Absolutely,
yeah.
yes.
So what? I mean, when we first watched her talk, you can tell she doesn't even know medical
Oh,
terms.
she was like she
A
was
band-aid,
dumbfounded
boo
when
boo,
she
and a minor injury, boo boo wound.
they're critically stable. How do you have both?
Yeah, it's such a. And then I had to look it up. I had to look it up on the. I looked up that chart. Stable is the best one, and critical is the worst one.
Right.
Huh.
And she
And
started.
then there's like four or two between them, or like
Yeah.
critical and then
So
fair.
so both ends and everything in between all
Yeah.
at
and
once.
and she started to cry, and I bet she started to cry because she felt like she
So
Uh,
messed
so
up.
my question is, what do real doctors and nurses think when they see that? Like,
um
uh,
what kind of excuse do they got to conjure up?
I think
It's,
they're being censored. I really think that
maybe
I
they're only allowing us to see it.
um the only thing that I can come up with is that they're being suppressed, and that they're being censored so much. I don't know. What do you think, Chuck? Dub?
I don't think any
well,
of those videos were on
I
that.
don't think she's actually a doctor.
Well, no.
No,
She's an
absolutely
actor.
No.
not.
She's an
Uh,
actor, of
so
course.
I don't know how they
That's her
get
role.
away with announcing her as being a doctor.
She's the head trauma surgeon for that San Antonio, Texas hospital. How do they
Uh,
get away with this shit?
I don't know.
Just
I
like all, just
that's a
like all
big
the,
puzzle to me.
well, just like all the cops and all the border patrol, and they were the head, you know, the head of the, you know,
My
school
my
shooting.
sister, my oldest sister, is a nurse in Boulder, Colorado. She was only 4 miles away from that stupid, um, what King
King
Super
Super.
shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was so easy too.
it
Boy,
was
that was a
ridiculous.
doozy.
She
Yeah.
didn't think anything of it. They have a level 4 trauma ward at their. They have helicopters and everything. And she said, I said, did any of the victims show up? No. And I was like, I go, you don't think that's weird? And she was like, well, the shooter was here. They brought the shooter in here. And I said, did you see him? And she goes, no. Um, and she was working that day. So they fooled her 4 miles away.
Yeah.
They sent them to Denver. And then she said, well, none of them lived. They were all dead. And so she wasn't like you. They didn't even attempt to move anyone. Like try to save someone's life.
Can you imagine the pool of blood that was in that classroom? Just imagine 19 children were shot to death, plus two teachers, okay, in one classroom. Can you imagine the pool of blood that
Yeah.
was?
Did you see the interview with the coroner?
Uh-uh.
Oh my gosh, I've seen two of them already. I need to get those for you. They interviewed the coroner that he was the head justice of the peace, and he also played the coroner. Um, he sat there and said one of the teachers, he had to have family members bring in photos so he could match up bodies because he couldn't identify them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he said one of the teachers was a friend of his, and he didn't realize it until he saw the photos because there was like nothing left of her.
Wow.
Yeah.
And,
What? How come we didn't hear the coroner in Vegas say that?
Well,
Right.
usually everybody that got shot in Vegas by an AR-15, you know, they walked off. You know, they had
Yeah,
what?
Yeah,
well, yeah.
they,
How come we didn't hear about this in? They didn't even say that in Sandy Hook. They never said that they couldn't identify children.
Right, right.
This one, they're making it sound like their heads blew up like water balloons,
Which they should have. Which
and they would have.
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely. I've had two intense dreams since 2020. Someone told me that they were end times dreams. I've been asking God for more, but I haven't had one in a year. That was Horse Mom.
Hmm.
You know, it's. I believe we're looking at end times. I mean, I can't.
We're living a dream.
Yeah, we've been in a dream. It's been an illusion. Um, I don't know what else to say. The coroner, like many involved, is playing a role as a person. Yeah,
I
just
forget who it was in the chat. That someone asked if what's the end game with this shooting, and I typed in it's national red flag law they're trying to push,
right,
and
They're
they're
pushing
gonna
that
finish.
hard.
They're voting on it next week.
They're
right,
going to get red flag laws from this. They're
A
going to
national
get
red flag law, which will entitle any police officer to go seek a warrant anonymously, like behind your back, and you won't even know they're coming.
right. If you've seen a psychiatrist ever in your life, it's
free.
gonna be there.
Any family member. How many family members do? Everybody better hope all their family members love them.
Yeah, for sure. Um, it's the perfect pre-com.
People are going to be going, hey, you better go check on my brother-in-law, or you better go check on this guy, and
Well,
or all they got to do is have their own government officials say, hey, judge, we need a warrant to go serve on this guy over here, this Danny Diesel guy. Somebody said he's got a YouTube channel, whatever. Who knows what they can make up whatever they want.
well, I know that I don't have any family members on board other than my son. I know that Dub doesn't have any family members on board on his side. Um, Chuck has already said that he's in that same struggle, which, you know, I his immediate family, I hope, is not going to do that.
What else during COVID? What were they doing to people? They were having them turn on their neighbors and call in if they're having parties. Snitch on your neighbors if you see them more than two people in one car. Um, you name it. That was all a precursor to the red flag laws. Hey,
Right,
you're going to save them in the long run by turning them
right,
in.
yeah, because we can't have anybody that's unstable.
It's for their health and our community's health.
You know,
It's for the better of the people.
it's for the better good. It's for the greater good.
The
So
greater good
so
for
they're gonna
all.
have
Yes.
a free pass to start going down their ATF checklist of people that have numerous guns that they got a list of. They're not going to go after Joe Schmo that has a 22. They're not going to
That,
go after the
that
guy
has
that's
to
got
shoot 50 times to
a
kill him.
shotgun. They're going to go after veterans, people that know how
Yes.
to use
Oh, yeah. Well,
people they taught how to use firearms.
Right?
they've
People
already deemed veterans as
people that are certified to have a gun, that are listed in the, you know,
Yeah, that's already in all their
database.
all their databases.
Yeah. Are you still there, Chuck?
He probably had a bathroom break.
Well,
Yeah.
he said he was going to go a while ago, so it might have been a long one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I think he just maybe preoccupied for a minute or two.
Well,
Yep.
but yeah,
Hope so.
have you talked to T, Danny?
No, not since he had a live stream.
Yeah, I went there for a short while. That was on Friday or
Yep, and he said he was going to do one on Sunday, but he didn't.
yeah.
Unless I didn't get a notification.
Right. I don't think he did. I just hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's all right. I told him to call me. I said, if you need me, give me a call.
Yeah.
I think he's. We were bummed out when we lost our dog. And
Yeah, I just think he needs some time.
yeah, that's right. I think that's all.
Yeah.
It's
I'm just concerned. I really like having him pop in and jump on and that kind of stuff, and I need to, you think sometimes you get annoyed with his laugh, and then I kind of miss his laugh.
yeah.
So I'm just like, I'm concerned about him.
Yeah, I'll check in with him after a little bit if I don't hear from him or whatever, and we don't hear from him because you can't. When you're sad about something like that, it's good
Right.
to always
Yeah.
have people to cheer you up.
When I get depressed, I've gone in and out, and I just cut off the whole world, and I just have to deal with it, and then I have to come out of it, and then I'm okay. So I understand. I just concerned.
Yeah, it's just he's just trying to come to grips with it, and it'll be all right.
Yo Laserbeam says the audience society is being hyper accelerated initially, driven by manufactured pressure building. Hold on, the chat went up. Building behind, led by psychopaths creating a false reality for the sheeple to feed on.
And they're feeding on it big
Oh,
time.
it's and it. I mean, how do you 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 can't explain our reality. You can't explain in the knowing. You just can't. I mean,
No.
it's too much. It's so much. I mean, if you just look at everything as being fake, that would be your reality, right? That would
Well,
be
I've heard that theory that we make our own, we create our own bubble. Everything around us is our bubble, and we kind of create what's happening around
and
us.
I've kind of thought about that. I'm like, am I in the wrong? But you're just not. You can't.
Yeah. Well, if I've thought of that too. I wouldn't have been. Let's see, what has it been since the Vegas shooting? 5 years, or going on 6?
Yeah.
I would have already figured out I was wrong by now.
Right.
And it just keeps getting worse. This damn thing snowballs.
And I've never been so sure.
Yeah, I don't have any doubt that I'm wrong.
Right. Yeah. I don't question that, but I kind of wonder, maybe, could I be just.
No, I don't, nobody, I don't think anybody knows how they're doing all this and how, but the fact, knowing that they're deceiving us, that's all I need to know.
Right. And I would rather be in the knowing than not.
Yeah, that's the gift that October 1st gave us. We're in. It put us into the group over here.
The
That's
big
good enough for
puzzle
me.
to
If that's
me
all that
is how they pull these things off.
They're brilliant. They're brilliant.
How
I
they
mean,
pull them off.
they are so brilliant in what they do, and I can't stand giving them a platform by any means. They are evil. It's ruining. It's the destruction of mankind. But I'm just saying, it's so brilliant.
One of the key things we always, me and Lisa talk about all the time is like, when did this happen? Like, when it's been happening for a long time, but
It goes further and further
I
back.
think it really took off around like 95 or so, when the internet and everybody started using the internet. That's the internet is the key, that I think it's when it really grabbed traction.
Well, I think the internet exploited it.
Yeah,
I think
Yes.
I think made it
made
to
it
where you
possible for
can
them to
read.
have all kinds of information and
Right. But I
Reaches more people quicker.
but
yeah.
I think it started happening in 1776 or even earlier.
Yeah, I agree. So,
The more I see, the more I look at, the more I go back on. I went back, this time frame, and then I went back on this time frame, and then I went further and further. I just see it starting like a way long time ago,
Yeah, absolutely. I don't
way
even.
before.
I think we were America was made on purpose.
Yes, I don't even think that was real.
that was stated
We have
recently.
not had freedom. Oh, it's freedom has been a it's
It's
been a,
been a carrot dangled in front of us.
yes. Yeah, I
Absolutely.
think it's been an
Yes.
illusion from
But
day one. From day one.
the really, really big puzzle to me as to how they pulled it off is the Florida condo collapse.
Yeah,
That's a puzzle to me how they pulled that one off.
The
yeah.
what?
But
The
they listen. They brought down two buildings in New York City right in front of everybody's eyes,
Like nothing.
and so that would be the same with Vegas. Me and Lisa think they had that whole area. Nobody was in there that shouldn't have been.
Right.
I agree totally,
I
Yeah,
don't.
and
100%.
so
I
that
did.
little beachfront wouldn't have been that hard to empty. Whoever owned that building, all they made. Who says there people live there?
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't think Vegas had a concert.
I don't either.
I don't think the concert happened. I really don't think. I think that when they did a lockdown, I think that lockdown was to do the production. I
Yeah,
don't I just don't think the concert happened at all.
yeah. They
I
had to. Who knows? Those stupid body cam footage things. Uh, who knows if that's even? I think it's possible that they can just generate those damn things.
Absolutely. Yes.
Like
And
I
like fictional. All of it is just put into a computer, and they can make these
right,
little guys running around in a piss cam and a spin
right.
cam.
I think it's pre-recorded. Everything is pre-recorded. No matter what event it is, I think it's pre-recorded and pre-done, and then they
yes.
they
And
just they
ready.
just
There's production and
they
ready to
yep,
produce.
ready
Ready
to
to
roll.
produce.
And I think they roll the footage.
I think
Yeah.
that Axion body cam, they that company was made to deliver those cameras to police, because
Y-
their format or whatever they use to edit them and everything, it's
Well,
that's how
the,
every time I see a Axion body cam footage from Michigan, Texas, LA, they're all stupid.
exact. Yes. And
And
if you look at if you've got a folder with one of the segments of body cam that they released, you can look at those folders and tell which one is going to have a time frame on it
Yeah.
and which ones don't.
So there's a question for Danny from Horseman Mom.
Oh, okay.
Question for Danny. This is any type of weapons that are like a blue laser. One of my dreams was about blue lasers coming from the sky, destroying everything.
Well, that would be Elon Musk's satellites he's got up there. Starlink.
Yeah.
Those are supposedly for Wi-Fi connections, so everybody on the planet can have internet.
It's
Bullshit.
yeah, they're all
They're all
underground.
little laser cannons, all getting ready to start shooting
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Our internet is underground.
No kidding. I can't believe. And he wants to put like I don't even know how many he's up to right now, but I heard he wants to put like 24,000 of them up there. And
That should pretty much
I'd have to
blanket
look it
the
up,
whole
but
area.
they've been launching like 16 at a time, or 32 at a time, or something. I'm surprised it ain't 33.
Anyone have a good description of what a satellite actually is?
Yeah, they're all. I don't even. Me and
I
Lisa
don't
here
think
with
they are.
with these Starlinks. Me and Lisa were outside one night and we saw what the first one that we saw. I was like, "Oh, look, there's the space station." You know that where you can see that star moving across the sky.
Yeah.
But shortly right after it, another one came following it, and then another one, and then another one.
Right.
They were spaced out, and we saw at least 12. So they got something up there. I don't know if they're balloons or if they're airplanes.
I think they're I don't know. I think they're drones. But Yo Laserbeam says, we know the CV-19 deception operation was well underway prior to 2020. 2020 and beyond is, hold on, it just scrolled up again. Hold on. Where'd it go? He says, we know 2020 is and beyond is the production and design for the audience to be forced to participate in and believe. We are all slaves trying, Rita says, we are all slaves trying not paying your property taxes and seeing if it doesn't take away what you think belongs to you.
Yeah, what we own.
Yeah, we own nothing.
Absolutely. And that's one thing that definitely proves just that.
I couldn't go out and buy a brand new car right now and feel like I owned it. And say if I had I paid cash for it, I'm still going to have to pay the registration and all that good stuff.
You have to have permission to drive.
Right.
And annually.
Keep it going.
You have to
all
get
that
a
stuff
marriage
is
license.
annually.
I
don't just pay it and it's done.
I own my car outright right now, and they could easily take it away if I can't register it. So
right.
Yep,
and that's probably going to be the reality of it.
That's the falseness that we've been led down the road.
Right. Yeah.
Our whole lives.
And all the Social Security checks and all that people get from the government, there's gonna come a time.
Yeah.
There's gonna come a time where they're gonna say, "Do you have your vaccine? You're not gonna be able to get your check unless you get your vaccine."
Oh, yeah, the VA is going to say, unless you participate in our gun buyback program, you're not going to get your check anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. They've got us. Oh, hi, Megan. How are you?
Good to see you, Megan.
Come on the show. We're just discussing. Please come on. Yeah. Please come on the show. I have an open panel. Just come on and speak. I miss your voice so much.
We're just kind of covering everything that comes to mind here.
Time is of the essence. Please come on. Chuck, are you there? I think he went away forever.
Yeah, he made a comment a couple of minutes ago, and I think we may have put him to sleep. I'm not sure.
I would love to have you on, though, Megan. I just think time is of the essence. Just we're talking about whatever.
But yeah, those stupid satellites up there. There's if you think those are up there for Wi-Fi,
They're not satellites. They're so close. If you look in the sky right now, you can see them. Okay, I had a job where I had to sit outside 24/7, and I watched them go all the way up and move around the sky. I mean, they were so close. And if you go outside anywhere you're at, those are not stars. They're not.
no, they're lights. They're moving lights. That's all they are. I can't tell what they are, but they're because I saw them. We saw quite a few of them one night. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just, I don't know, for 3 months they flew airplanes like that or balloons with lights on them, just so that people would think that he was actually doing that. Like, because I saw something, but I haven't seen any since. That was like a year and a half ago.
Right.
How come I don't see him coming over my house all the time?
Right.
They might have just faked it for 3 months so people would go, "Oh yeah, I saw something. I saw 12 lights go over my house like a pearl necklace."
Right.
But how come I haven't seen any since? And I'm gonna go out in about half an hour and look up in the sky and see if I see any of these meteors.
Well,
All right. Wait,
Yo Laser Beam says meteor showers are going on right now.
Oh, let me go look.
go look. Give us a report.
Yeah, I'll go take a look.
I'm gonna have to go look. I'm gonna open my door.
Okay, I'm looking.
All right.
If
Yes.
if you guys hear me get zapped with a laser,
Uh-oh.
it's because I'm outside looking.
Yeah. It may just be a decoy to get you out there so they can zap you,
Yeah,
Danny.
they're gonna booga booga booga. I don't see anything. Huh. I see the
I
Big
don't know
Dipper.
about that, Horse Mom, but I do know that they've talked for ages and ages about the alien invasion, and I do believe that before too much longer, we will see some kind of thing that's supposed to be an invasion from other beings.
Yeah, just like Reagan said. That's one thing that'll bring us together is an alien invasion.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Just the Big Dipper.
That's a Big Dipper. You know
And
how far away the Big Dipper is?
how far away is it?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like I could reach up and grab it.
It is 6 light years away.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And a light year
Is a bazillion miles.
is it's I think 6 trillion miles. So 6 trillion times however many, that's where the Big Dipper is. But
So
you can see it with your naked eye.
yeah, the better question would be how far back in time is the Big Dipper? because you everywhere you look, it's in the past.
I went outside and I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, I don't see nothing. This is.
Mm-mm.
I wonder how many stupid people are standing outside looking up at the sky.
Uh,
I don't see nothing.
we know
I
of
don't see it. It's not out there.
And they're all going, ha ha ha, we got them all. We go
yeah,
going out.
we got a lot of people outside straining their necks right now.
Yep, they're counting us right now.
That's too funny. Chuck, are you still there? Wow, I think he went away.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you think if he lost connection, his little icon would have went away.
Yeah.
I think we probably put him to sleep.
Yeah, he was like, it's time to go to bed now. He said, I'll be back. He said he had to go use the restroom, and then he never came back.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah, I just went outside. I couldn't see anything. I looked and I looked and I looked every direction. Couldn't see nothing.
They did say 1 o'clock though.
Oh.
1 a.m. Eastern.
Well, then, so it should be 12 my time, 1 your time. So we've got about 15 minutes.
Yeah, got a few minutes yet.
12:40.
To be exact.
12:41.
Right. You
All
still
right.
got some time to go.
And if you're on a Axion body camera, it's 12:41 and boop. Remember the buzzers?
We have to just we have to. Oh my god! Stop it, Danny.
It took me a while to figure out. I forgot it was a beep.
Beep beep.
Man, I got so annoying. I feel like an idiot for watching those. You know, the new batch came out. A new batch of body cams.
What?
Those, remember when they were releasing body cam?
When they released the new
in
batch.
Vegas.
A new batch came out, and so who would be the first one to put a video up? Who's gonna find something?
Well, they flooded. They flooded. They were like, everybody's crying because nobody had footage and blah blah blah. Everybody's like, how come they're not putting out any footage? And they said, okay, here you go.
Yeah,
and
you want some footage? Here's 1,642 videos.
Yep.
That are 4 hours long.
Yeah. Of nothing.
That was my 2018.
Yeah, and there was a lot of them that were less than a minute.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm talking like thousands came out. Like they just kept hitting us.
Yeah, there was a couple. I think there was some that were you couldn't even see. They weren't even legible. Like you couldn't even.
Yeah.
There was nothing except like static and spinning.
Right.
And
there was, I think, a total of 1,066 body cams released.
I don't know.
I thought it was 1,600 and something. That's what I remember. 1,600, I thought. Maybe I'm wrong. I forget. It's been a while.
I know there was 1,000 something, but I couldn't tell you because I was like,
yeah.
Nope, I ain't doing that.
I'm pretty sure we watched like almost all of them. Like I think we did.
I just watched the ones that were of the venue. I didn't watch any of the ones in.
Oh, really? I see.
Yeah.
We made it a point to watch them, and if we missed any, it's because we missed them. Like we accidentally skipped over one or something and didn't see it.
No, I discounted the hotel immediately, and I didn't watch any of the things that were in the hotel. I only watched the venue.
Yeah, there's so much wrong with those.
Yeah.
Like unbelievable. Like I remember the one. There was a cop. Remember when that one cop, what's his name, got shot in the arm?
Oh yeah.
Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were running with him to the ambulance or somewhere. I don't know where they were even going. And all of a sudden, when like at the most critical part of the video, the camera just starts spinning in circles, like
Yeah.
like a vortex, like somebody's.
Yeah.
I was thinking, my God, everybody's gonna be watching this, getting dizzy.
Yeah, and they would have the cop running and just the videos bouncing everywhere and yeah,
Yeah,
just
the one actually did a 360. It was spinning, like spinning and spinning and spinning. It's like it shouldn't even be possible.
I think they did that just to torture us.
Yeah,
Ah,
I do too. And then there was that one, the SWAT guy was pointing at his chin the whole time.
oh yeah,
The chin cam.
the chin cam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was of the real the live exercise.
Yeah, you couldn't see anything but his chin and his side of his
That
face
was
yeah,
the whole
yeah. It
time.
was like nice chin shot.
You know what I remember, Turber was having a live stream and he had just gotten some of those street camera videos. And
yeah,
remember, and he showed how you could alter like you could aim it. It wasn't just because they were fixed position up until that point. We didn't, nobody thought, oh, you could just aim that camera. And this was after the recording was made and Turber was showing how you could manipulate it. Do you guys remember that?
I don't.
Oh,
it has to be done while it's recording. You can't
no, not
manipulate it.
Turber was playing the street cameras, which were, everything we've seen from those was fixed. There was never anything other than some zoom, like but Turber was playing those same street cam footages and he was able to turn them.
Oh really?
He was able to like aim the camera after it was recorded.
Huh.
And I was on that live stream and I said, hey, point it out at the tanks. And they were ignoring me. And I remember he stopped the live stream after I kept bugging and bugging. I was like, point it at the tanks.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there was something to that he knew
Yeah,
where they were
that just
gonna
tells
be.
me that that footage was all manipulated, and he was showing how he could do that.
Horse Mom is saying thank you, Danny. Thank you to all of us. Good show.
Thank you for coming and spending some time with us.
Yeah, she's leaving, and thank you for being here, Horse Mom. I appreciate you fully. I just want to let you know.
Yeah,
Come back.
enjoyed your comments.
Yeah, come back and see us another time. You have
For
a good
sure.
night, and appreciate you fully.
I second that.
But
Yeah, he was asking about that laser again. Yeah, I don't know of any weapons that they have currently that are blue lasers, but they have rail guns, and who knows what they have that they're not. They have stuff that we don't know about.
well, they're not gonna tell us anything that they don't want us to know.
They got stuff that can start fires.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
And
Direct
And then-
energy weapons, yes, they do.
Yep.
2001, they had something that would turn steel into dust.
I'm telling you, they control the weather, they control the money, they control everything. Everything.
I think those buildings were constructed with
Uh-huh.
the cement was actually had explosives in it.
Yeah. For 9/11?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a. I mean, that's easy because there's
If you
there's
supply
so
the cement, why couldn't you? You know how they have that liquid ammonium nitrate they use in mining, and it's like a liquid. You could mix that in with the cement. Who's to say that it doesn't have to be liquid? It could be. It could dry over time, and then you could still push a button
But
and have an igniter hit it, and then you'd have explosive cement.
well
but that would not turn the steel to dust. And
they
you watch those big steel sections falling down,
Oh, those big, yeah, they're 4 inches thick.
and, and they're dust trailing behind them as they're falling.
Yeah, and those square channels, and those could have been filled with thermite. They,
Uh,
they,
Thermite was
those
used to
things
cut
were.
the beams.
They didn't just go inside like a month before and put dynamite in there. That's not what happened. They those things were constructed to demolish themselves
you
when they
know
push a button.
that's a good theory because everything is planned.
Yeah, when they
Every
built those in 1968, did you know they built those on what was it? The 9/11 phone call system came out too that year.
uh-uh.
And they were up for 33 years.
It
Oh
was
no way!
yeah, they
Yes,
fell on their
yes,
33rd anniversary.
I didn't know that.
They
yes.
were built in 19, they started building them in 1960, or no, they were finished in 1968.
Now they started in 68, and I think we're finished in early 70s.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's not, I knew it was because Lisa's birthday's in 68.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew
Um,
that.
yeah. So symbolic. Everything's symbolic. I mean,
Yeah, they,
people don't understand how important it is. Like every rabbit hole is worth looking into. Um, but yeah, if there's 33 on that I didn't even know that, Dub. We never discussed that.
33 years.
yep, they were up for
Wow.
33 years.
So everything's pre-planned. I truly,
Everything, yes.
I'm not shocked. I'm not like going, "Oh my god, are you serious? I don't think you're right." I'm not shocked anymore. It's
Once you get to the point to where
yeah.
you just say,
Yeah.
okay,
But
Yeah.
I see it
what if what
now.
if what if that condo in Florida had some of that same cement?
I think that was a disaster in itself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that
I
was.
think
have you
I
have you
actually
guys
don't
ever
even
seen
know.
my video? Have you seen my video called Lafarge Barges In?
Uh-uh.
You guys, I think that's my most important video that I wish more people would watch it.
Is it still up?
Yeah, it's called
Well,
Lafarge,
well,
LA
we're gonna go
capital
look
F
at it.
Farge, Lafarge Barges In.
We're gonna go look at it.
You guys are gonna shit if you haven't seen that video.
I think we're about to see it.
Okay.
Okay, I'm searching, so give me a minute. Okay, I'm on your channel, so it's got to be like how
It's
far down is it?
like maybe 8 or 9, somewhere. I don't know. I can't remember, but roughly 8 or 9. It's got a picture of a big barge on it.
Horse Mom, Michelle videoed something several months back that got a real good sharp picture of it, and I have studied it, and I have no idea what it is, but it's just really strange. It was
Okay,
sitting in the sky. It wasn't moving at all. It was just sitting stationary in the sky.
okay.
Really strange.
It was something Elon must have put it up there.
Something did.
I thought,
That's for Wi-Fi, Dub.
Oh, was it?
That's so
Okay.
you can have Wi-Fi. It's a router.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
All right, I think I got it here.
Okay, cool.
All right. Yeah. This is like this one is my. If I had to tell anybody to watch a video, it'd be this one.
All right,
One of mine.
here we go.
We're still waiting on updates as far as suspects and the conditions of the 11 people who were shot, though we do know that 2 are in critical condition. We have not been updated as far as what their condition is now.
We think this was her first day on the job.
Okay, so I got the right one, right?
Yep. Yeah. This is it.
All right.
Again, this happened at 3:30 this morning.
3:30.
What event is this, Danny?
This was right next to the Hard Rock Casino that fell down.
Oh, okay.
This whole video is snowballs. Just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And as you might have seen yesterday, this area was pretty busy with people visiting for the Bayou Classic. It's also just a few blocks away from the Hard Rock Hotel collapse site.
You and I long to live like men on the roadside. If we close our eyes, we'll maybe realize there's more to life than what we have known.
Sleuths on here, a few of your sleuths. This appears to be the concrete truck delivering concrete to this job site, first floor. You guys figure that out for me. I guess you would go to concrete companies in Louisiana at this location. Figure out what's the closest you can come to. ARGE, I believe.
And I can't believe I spent so long living lives I knew were wrong inside. I've just begun to see the light. Long ago there was a dream. Had to make a choice. Leaving all I left behind. For one nobody. Stepped down the stage alive. The lights and judging eyes. Lonely floors the sky and I can breathe again. Is there anybody listening? Is there anyone that sees what's going on? Between the lines, between stars, the voice they say. Think for yourself and feel the walls become sand beneath your feet.
Oh yeah.
Feel the breeze, climb so near, you can almost taste the freedom. There's a warm wind from the south, hurts to say, and we'll be gone by morning. This will all seem like a dream. If I don't return to sing the song, maybe just as well I've seen the news. And there's not much I can do.
She didn't just work at Walmart.
Is there anybody listening? Is there anyone who smiles without a mask? What's behind the words? Images they know will please us. I'll take what's real, bring up the lights. Is there anybody listening? Is there anyone that sees what's going on? Read between the lines, green stars, the ones that stand. Think for yourself and feel the
Yep.
Wow.
All right. Yeah.
You know, when I was looking all that shit up, I was trying to find out who supplied the cement for the original World Trade Center, and I
Yeah.
found all of the suppliers for the glass, the woodwork, the carpet, the you name it, everything, the electrical. I found out who did the elevators. It listed everything, but I could not find the cement company that there wasn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't find it.
Well, I think the cement was only used in the floor
Floors.
plans.
Yeah, so it was in the floors. Every floor was cement.
Yeah, 4 inches cement on
Hmm.
in the floor
That
pans.
was not listed,
Huh.
but everything else was.
Hmm.
And
Maybe
I
there
and I was
wasn't
even I was
four
pulling up
inches of
old
cement.
blueprints and old stuff from when they were doing it all and building it. And I was like, I was getting mad. I wanted to be able to show that they used the company that used to be named something different, but now it's Lafarge, or But I couldn't find a supplier for the cement.
Are you thinking that maybe the floors didn't have the cement?
Well, no, I'm that they're explosive cement. The cement mix is key. That company is a finance terrorists, and they supplied the cement for the Hard Rock Hotel that fell,
Yeah.
and they supplied the cement for the One World Trade Center, the new building. And Hillary Clinton worked there. She didn't
Yeah.
just get it. She just didn't get donations. One of those articles said she worked for them.
Strange coincidences, huh?
Yeah, that's why I think that video. I had somebody when I originally posted that video on my old channel. Somebody left me a comment and said, "You're an asshole."
Rita, thank you so much for coming and spending the evening with us. Uh, glad you were here. Hope you come back and see us again.
That was a great video, Danny. Though I really liked it. For that being said, I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I
out and look at the stars.
Yeah, you better go look at it.
Be sure and give me a full report, Danny.
I will. I'll quick see if we're getting
Thank
bombarded.
thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Horse Mom. Thank you, Chuck Middleton. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Yo. Thank you. I'm scrolling up. Scrolling. Um, thank you. I mean, it wasn't thank you, Change. Um, a lot of people didn't show up, but that's okay. Um,
Yeah, we did good.
yeah, we did good.
Yep.
And
And there's no meteors, so don't go look.
yeah,
Uh,
don't all start running out the door because I went out there a few minutes ago and it wasn't there.
with
But
some
anyway,
good people here.
All right.
yeah,
Well,
and
I'm gonna get off. My battery's gonna die here, so I'll
yeah.
let you
Thank
guys
you,
close off.
Jenny. Thank you, Lisa. Love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye,
you.
Danny. Bye,
Have a good
Lisa.
night.
See you later. And he's gone
Yeah, he's gone.
that quick.
But yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. I really appreciate everybody being here. I think it was a really good live, and I really appreciate Chuck coming on. I really appreciate you, Dub, for
Thank
being on
you
here.
very much. And we
Being on here
appreciate
with me.
you for
Being
making
on
this
here with me.
possible.
um, yeah, it was a good show. And yeah, I wish you would have came on, Yo, but that's okay. Some nights are better than others, but I appreciate you being in the chat. Yo, you're always real good and welcomed here. And um, yeah, we're gonna call it a night. I got my live in before I start work, and my work week starts
Yeah.
tomorrow. But yeah, so
Enjoyed having Rita and Horse Mom here. They've made
yeah,
some very good comments.
yeah, absolutely. Really appreciate everybody. But I'm gonna call it a night. And thank you, Chuck Middleton. Wherever you went, you never came back on. But as always, my most mirrored guy that I mirror his videos, the one that I just truly adore. Um, thank you to him, and of course, I totally adore you, Dub. You're my best friend, so um,
And
that
you
that
are my best ever, for
that goes
sure.
without saying. But so thank you, and hopefully next time we'll see T and he can come on, and um, yeah. So everybody have a good night, and I will see you on the next live. We'll see you on the flip side.
Good night. Thanks for coming.
Love you guys. Bye.
Good night.
God bless.